Welcome back to the third iMovie tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to record our voices, change how long a clip appears, how to crop photos, and also how to add music in our background. So the first thing that I'd like to show us is if we wanted to do a recording. So you can see here is the microphone. If I select the microphone, I'll say to record, click a clip where you want the voiceover to begin. So you can see where my red line appears. So once I click, you can see it's counting down. This is where I can add my recording about whatever content that I am adding. In this case, it is prairie dogs. Press the space bar when you're done. So you can see right now the purple that is showing up was my voice recording, and as you can see it is 8.1 seconds long. The problem that we have right now is that my picture is only 4 seconds long, and so is my title. So if you hover over the picture, you can see the blue box that appears. You could also double click on the picture itself to have it appear, or if you hover over the blue box, the arrow down, and then click on where it says Clip Adjustments. This is where you can add, or this is where you can adjust how long your clip is. So right now it's 4 seconds long. So my voice was 8.1 seconds. So I could add it to make sure that it's 8.1 seconds long. This is where I could also click to make sure that if I wanted every one of my clips to be the same length, I could click Apply to All Stills, but in this case I don't, because my voice recording might be different for each slide. So I'll click Done, and now you can see my voice and the picture is the same length. If I double click on my text, let's say this was only 4 seconds long still, you'll notice it up here, and when I press play, you can see on the second part of this, the title is gone. So if I double click, I can make this as well 8.1 seconds long. So when I go to press play, this is where I can add my recording about whatever content that I am adding. In this case, it is prairie dogs. Press the space bar when you're done. As you can see, right when I was done, it went on to the next slide. So if I wanted to record again, I could press it, click on the picture. This is where I'm going to start my recording. Done. Now you can see that when I press the space bar, to start my recording, I start it in the middle. All you have to do is click, drag it, and there it is. So this one was 3.9 seconds long. So if I wanted to, I could just leave it as is, or if I wanted to, I could also make it a little bit longer, and my picture will show up longer than my voice. So you can see there will be a 1 second difference from the time that I'm done speaking to the time that the video is done. Now I also want you to pay attention to how the video or the picture shows. You can see that as I go through, it's almost zooming out. So if I double click on the picture, oh, I take that back. If I hover over it, click on the blue, cropping. This is what we call the Ken Burns effect. The green is where you see where the picture will start. So I could even start my picture really small. And the red is where I'll end up. So if I click Done and go back and press play, you see that it starts off in on the head, and now it's zooming out. That's called the Ken Burns effect. Sometimes it's nice, other times it's not. Maybe in this case, if I hover, I don't want the Ken Burns effect. Maybe I want to crop, and I just want the same picture to show the whole time. If I press Fit, it will show the black on the side. So this is what I mean by that. When I go and play this, you can see that there's black on the sides of the picture. If you don't want that, you can click on Crop, and unfortunately it will only take you so far. So we can go small or large, up, down, but we won't be able to go into the sides and the black. So if I wanted to adjust this, you can see right now it goes through and it's real narrow. So if I click on it, cropping, I can make it start up high and end down below. So when it plays through, you can see I see all of the heads, and then as it plays through, it zooms down. Last thing I want to show you is music. If you click on music, any music that you have saved in your iTunes music store will show up.
Good
If you
afternoon. With Dylan Peugeot Joe and Cameron Edwards please go to the computer lab immediately? Thank you.
If you don't have any music in your iTunes store, you can click on sound effects and you can add various sound effects. So this one is, you can see the time length. The acoustic sunrise is 1:18. So if you click on it, press play. You could use that. This one's 39 seconds long, so play this. If not, you can go through and listen to other sound effects, like this is the alarm. The other option that you have is if you go to our student homepage. We have two music choices. One is free music play, and the other one is royalty-free music, and you could download music that way. If you grab whatever music that you want, add it to your background, drag it over to the beginning. Now you will have, this is where I can add music in your background.